God wants us to find new ways of enjoying Him. So for me, I was out on my run today and He found a different version of this song, I'm So Into You, that He just will find the most like amazing times to have this song played. It's just become so special between us. Like when I dropped my daughters off to university, my daughter Julie, they wanted to go to Target. I said, I don't want to go to Target. I'm going to just go to Starbucks. And can you believe, of all the songs in the world, they're playing that song? I'm So Into You. And it's just a song that Jack Ross did a cover for it, and it appeared on Instagram for the first time. And I would just play the song and play the song and play the song, just feeling like it was me and God just singing to each other, guys. And then the incident in Starbucks that it played all the way in New York. So one day I went to a restaurant, to the food store, and the restaurant next to the food store, they're playing a new version of the song. To a customer coming driving so far to see me recently, and she showed me this video of her and her grandkids in the car, and of all the songs, she's playing that song. You know, so you will begin to learn God's voice. So when I heard it out on the run today, I knew it was Him. Had a little special wink at me, reminded me of how loved I am by Him. It says, the song says, with every passing moment, thoughts of you run through my head. And this is God singing to all of us, guys. So listen, He's singing it to me and to you. With every passing moment, thoughts of you run through my head. Every time that I'm near you, I realize you're heaven sent. I think you truly are something special. Just what my dreams are really made of. Let's stay together, you and me, girl. There's no one like you around, or boy. You know? And then I sing back to Him that I really like what you've done to me. I can't really explain it. God, I'm so into you. So don't miss out on all this love, guys, from the Papa God. The love, the love, the love, the love He shows us. When we learn His voice and pay attention to these so-called coincidences, you know? His way of showing us His invisible presence. I want the whole world with me, walking like this, rolling with God on the daily, baby. Knowing in every moment we're never alone. We have His guidance, we have His love, we have His protection, His favor. Walking with us. Nothing better than this. He has to be number one, first priority of our lives. I wake up every day, then going back to my God tree. I would go to that tree, guys, down. By the time I get back from the tree, I'm happy dancing in the street like a crazy lady. Just this God perspective for my life, man, that I'm not handling the battles alone. All I gotta do is show up. My courageous and brave self, my most loving self, most forgiving and merciful self, joyful self. Knowing as I do my best in the physical realm, guys, that God is at work in the spiritual realm on my behalf, on our behalf. That's faith. Okay? We are not going through life alone. Do you hear me? We have Papa God with us, guiding us. But we got to be obedient to Him. We got to know His voice. So it starts like, I don't play around. That's my first priority every day, to start my day with God. Like Dr. Charles Stanley has been my messenger from God this week, and listening to all of his sermons. Just to have this strong faith in God, guys. It changes the day. The whole day is different when I start my day with these runs with God. Having that God perspective from my life. The God who created the sun, the moon, the stars, the skies. He walks with us on a moment-by-moment basis, just to tap into His wisdom. Say, God, okay, we're here. What would you have me to do or not do? God, what would you have me to say or not say? Every conversation, everything that we do, everywhere we go, just listening to Him. Okay? And I promise you, a life guided by God is the best life. Not always easy, following where He leads us, but I promise you, it's always the best. His ways, we can't understand his ways sometimes, but we got to just trust that he knows what he's doing with us. Okay? So wake up every day. Have your appointments with God. You don't have to have a God tree. Right where you are, you could just say, God, what do you have to say to me? And start meditating on his words, his principles for our lives. So I love Dr. Charles Stanley. I love the We Roll with God platform. Just Google We Roll with God. We're everywhere. Okay? And don't miss out on the best life with Papa God. Even when we go through the little hard times and rough times, no problem. Just knowing that God himself is there with us gives us the perspective to live our best life with him.